sports. It's in the game.
On the ready. Ready. Ready, ready. Set go. Let's go now. Set up. On the double. Hup. Let's go. Hut, hut. Here we go. Here we go. Down. Hut, go. Ready. Get up. Ready. Hut, go. Shut up. Set go. Set. Ready, ready. Come on, ready? Ready, ready? Set! Ready? Okay, break! Ha! Set! Ready! Ready! Here we go, set! Hut, hut! Ready! Set, go! Ready, ready! Set, hut! Let's go now! Go! Ready, ready! Hut, hut! Let's go! Hut! Here we go, here we go! Set up! Down! Set, go! Ready! Set! Set up! Hut, go! Set! Hut, go! Come on, set! Ready, ready. On the set. Hut. Set. Ready. Set. Ready. Set, go. Ready, break. Ready. Here we go, set. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. Set up. Let's go now. Ready. Break. Set, go. Ready. Set, up.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Caught by Turner. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, tight. 56. Look out.
To the air, Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That to the right sideline. Falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it, but 3rd down coming up. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That one out wide and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Second and a couple. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
60 by 6, 60 by,
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Gets past one man. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Achane. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back to throw here. That is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 62 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Alert! Half 85.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All 52. Alert!
Moore, the motion man. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Alert!
Allen. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On play action, they'll throw. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw, it's Allen. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Another catch there for Waddle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 4. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951, that ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Middle.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Allen going to change the look here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
56.
Here's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass.
probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
Alert, alert, alert! Out. Regular.
Here's Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Allen. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing, Allen. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Open man here is Benson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Second and 11.
Regular. 5 wide. That's it.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Charles, for this losing as they walk off the field today, and really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately